Here's a break-even analysis. You can pause the video, read the problem statement as you see it on the screen, and then resume. From reading the problem, we know the fixed cost is $80,000, variable cost is $3, demand is 4,000 units, and the selling price is 20. Part A says what is the break-even point. Break-even point is the point where the quantity where total revenue equals total cost, and therefore total revenue equals total cost, which essentially means total profit is equal to 0. So total profit we know is total revenue minus total cost, and we want that to be set equal to 0 so that we can solve for the break-even point. Now, so we set this equal to 0. Now total revenue is equal to $20 selling price times X, our break-even point that we're trying to solve for, minus total cost. Now always open brackets for total cost. We have $3 variable cost times the quantity that we must compute to know what the break-even is. And total cost also includes $80,000 of fixed cost. Now this will be 20x minus 3x minus $80,000. Taking these two terms to the other side, we'll end up with 17x equals to, I'm sorry, we'll take the 80,000 to the other side, and the sign changes. So we end up with 80,000 equals, and 20x minus 3x is 17x. So we solve for x being 80,000 divided by 17, which is 4,706 units or books, copies of books. Now part B says what profit or loss can be anticipated with a demand of 4,000 copies. Again, total profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue, if our selling price is $20 and we know we're going to sell 4,000, will be that quantity minus total cost of 80,000 plus $3 variable cost times 4,000 units that we know we're going to sell. Therefore, that will be 20,000 times 4,000 minus 80,000 minus 12,000. 3 times 4,000 is 12,000. And that right there will be 12,000. And that's a that's a negative value, so that's a loss of $12,000. Essentially, this is 80,000 minus 92,000 right here, so we have a loss of 12,000. Part C says with a demand of 4,000 copies, what is the minimum price per copy that publisher must charge to break even? So now we're looking for the break-even price. We know that total profit again must equal total revenue minus total cost, but now we know that or we assume that copies sold are still 4,000, but we want to know what is that selling price that will enable us to break even. So P is what we're looking for, minus total cost, which is 80,000 plus $3 variable cost times 4,000 copies sold. So in this case, if we take this quantity to the other side, the sign changes, and we end up with 92,000 equals 4,000 P. So P can be solved for 92,000 divided by 4,000, and that gives us $23 per book as the selling price that will help us, or that will make us break even. And finally, Part D says if the publisher believes that the price per copy could be increased to $25.95 and not affect the demand of 4,000, what action would you recommend and what profit or loss would you have? So Part D says, again, total profit can be computed as total revenue minus total cost, but in this case we know the selling price P is $25.95. We're assuming 4,000 is the number of units to be sold, minus 80,000 plus the $3 times the 4,000. So that will be 11,800, and that is a positive value, so that would be a profit.